Welcome to Total Traffic and Weather Network. To power on the laptop controller unit, power toggle is in the upper left of the laptop. The NUCOM transmitter powers on automatically when the pilot trips the breakers. To activate the transmit link to base, press the TX mode button 2 times. The stat box in the upper left of the NUCOM unit will have the top and bottom green LEDs lit up at the time. Note that if the center red LED comes on, you have no video going into the transmitter. Onto the P2 recorder. Find the square power button at the upper left of the control array on the deck. Depress and hold for a count of 3. Remove the finger and see the powering up message on the screen. You'll see the Edits menu screen appear. The unit needs to be switched to the P2 camera monitor screen. This is done by depressing the thumbnail mode button. You can only record when the P2 camera monitor is on screen. Camera adjustments. The first thing to see is the Pan Tilt ABC vertical toggle button. At startup and before powering down the laptop, this should always be in the C position. Toggle upward to the A position. You now have control of the camera movement. Filter dial settings. This dial is at the upper right of the laptop control unit with 4 settings. Position 1 is for low light mornings, nights, or when direct sunlight is obstructed by weather conditions. Position 2 is used after sunrise and for most daylight shots. Position 3 is for cloudless, bright, sunny midday afternoon conditions. The filter toggle switch is just to the left of the filter dial. Toggle down to 3200K compensates for artificial light. Toggle upward to 5600K for sunrise and all daylight shots. The Ikegami controller panel is on the right of the laptop. The remote toggle must be in the on position for this to function. Gain toggle. This is a 9-step vertical mini toggle at the top left of the Ikegami remote control panel insert. The iris dial is the large dial on the lower right of the laptop. Automatic white balance. The AWB mini toggle is just to the right of the gain and is used in flight. A second mini toggle is just to the right of that, is labeled B, A, and off. It should never be off. Something else, the ABB is the automatic black balance. Moving on to the shutter, leave it set to var or variable for everyday use. MPED also has an on-off mini toggle and is used for crisper contrast of lights and darks in the image. The video switcher DSR 4x1. Leave this on button number 1 for everyday live camera usage and recording to the P2 Panasonic digital recorder. The zoom rocker control is on the left of the laptop control unit. The zoom rate or speed can also be adjusted with the zoom rate dial on the laptop controller itself. The OptX 2-timer. This is a toggle labeled 2X and 1X. The focus dial is the large round dial on the left side of the laptop. The joystick is used in tandem with the zoom rocker during the actual shot. On the top of the joystick are 2 odd-shaped buttons. The top button is the snap zoom. The 2 smaller dials labeled A, fine AZ drift, and EL drift. These are used after you have composed the shot using the joystick. The two-way and intercom are the 2 toggles just above the large focus dial on the left side of the laptop controller. For recording, first ensure the video switcher is on assign button number 1, then depress both record buttons to start. The thumbnail mode button on the left of the playback cluster changes the P2 screen between monitor and video and the thumbnails menu. For playback, first make sure that your thumbnail mode has the menus up. Search the desired sequence by scrolling left-right, moving the yellow highlighted border around each of the frames. Press the pause enter button to select the clip which will be highlighted, changing it to blue. Stowing the camera. Toggle the Pan Tilt ABC toggle to the C position to stow the camera, then power the laptop down. The camera stow position always needs to be rear-facing and slightly off-center to the photog side of the ship and tilted slightly downward. Place the laptop on the Velcro patch on top of the NUCOM unit. You're done. Again, welcome to Total Traffic and Weather Network. Enjoy this truly eye-opening experience.